Well, hello, class of 2021. Happy New Year. Mr. Patterson here and Mrs. Duenas, as you see. We wanted to reach out to you and send something out to you as we start semester 2 and welcome you to your graduation year. How exciting is that? I'm pretty pumped up. Cue the background cheering.
All right, seniors, we are in the home stretch. This is your last semester at Diamond High School, and so we want to start it out on a positive note and get you guys some reminders that we think are pretty important for you to keep in mind as we go into semester 2. So first things first, tomorrow we're starting semester 2. Tuesday, January 5th, and so make sure you have your login information for all of your classes. Most of you are going to have the exact same schedule that you had from first semester, but some of you are going to have a few changes in those semester 2 schedules. So just making sure that you have access to the Google Classrooms, the Zoom links or Google Meet links that you need from each of your teachers. Teachers should have already supplied you with this information, but if you haven't gotten it yet, they should be sending it out by this evening. But it's on you. You got to make sure that you're reaching out to your teachers and letting them know if you need that information. So email them, get in contact with them. Communication is key, and that's going to be the theme here that we're going to tell you on and on. But you guys got to stay on top of that communication, making sure that you're staying on top of the emails and being the advocate for yourself as you go into semester 2, being independent and responsible for yourselves. And then review of semester 1. If you failed any class that you need for graduation, please address it with your GLC immediately. We are going through the grades as they come in to make sure that we see those things as well. But again, self-advocacy here. We want you guys to be owning your own stuff and coming to us and letting us know if there's something that we should be aware of as far as your grades. If you failed any grade, it's safe to reach out to us and say, hey, did I need this class for graduation? Is this going to affect my chances for graduation in May? And we'll kind of go over those steps with you, but just making sure that you're staying on top of your grades. First semester grades are not technically due until Thursday, January 7th. So some of your teachers are still processing some stuff. They're inputting the work in the grade book, and so you will not be seeing a final semester 1 grade until probably Friday, January 8th in Aries. You should have access to it by then, but teachers have a couple days to update their grade books and submit a final grade by Thursday, January 7th.
All right, as Mrs. Duenas mentioned, communication is pretty important here. You guys are seniors. Unbelievable, but man, how exciting is this? Senior year already, independence around the corner. So start advocating, as Mrs. Duenas said, for yourself, communication with parents, your siblings, whomever is in your house, so that you have a great environment to study from, and your teachers. Communication with your colleges. So let's go through some of these reminders. I think I wrote please 3 times. Must be important. Please, often, daily, read your emails, your student emails, your personal emails. That is our way that we can communicate with you in this pandemic type of situation and the distance learning. So read your emails daily. Don't just read them once a week. You can't afford to do that. Your GLC communications, like we said, our main source of communicating with you is via electronics, your email, remind messages, things of that nature. We are going to be sending to you Diamond Bar High School announcements. Dr. Jones, our principal, will be sending you announcements via his weekly newsletter and other announcements. Walnut Valley Unified School District emails will be sent to you. Very important. Use the class of 2021 Google Classroom. The student activities, our USB officers and Mrs. Van Horn will be posting things very important to you for graduation and things of that nature to the Google Classroom for 2021. And check out our class of 2021 webpage often. I say daily just to do a little check to make sure nothing's been added. There's all kinds of great stuff in there. There's links on the right that helps you with senior photos, senior ads, anything that has been on there for a while, has been archived over to the right-hand side menu items. Check them out. Everything you're going to need there, we believe we've posted on that webpage. And then we'll periodically continue to send out your remind text messages. We're not trying to bug you, but if you get one of those, please respond to it and or reply, I should say react to it and do what we've asked you to do in that remind message. College applications, university admissions, pretty key there. We've got several things to talk about. University, community college. Let me hit the university admissions topics first. If you still have some college applications to submit, some of the private schools have a deadline still coming up. Make sure you meet those deadlines, all right? That is really important. Communication with the colleges. The colleges that you've already submitted applications to, many of them have already reached out to you and sent you an email back or information, maybe snail mail information of how you are to create your portal, your student portal. That's how they are going to communicate with you via their portal for admissions. So make sure you've set up the portal. It's just not, if you want to do this, set it up. That's their main lifeline with you. If they are missing something in your application, they're going to talk to you via your portal or the email process steps that they've asked you to follow. So don't ignore those things. Get them set up and react to them and check them daily. Any changes to your first semester schedule or grades of D+ or lower in college admissions type of classes, it is your responsibility that you communicate with the university ASAP, meaning right now. If you know you got a D+ or lower in a class you put on your application that you know is a college prep or AP honors type of course, communicate with them. It doesn't necessarily mean it's curtains for you if you have a D+ in a class. It could be above and beyond what they're looking for, but you don't want them to be surprised. Tell them now so that you know when you get the admissions decision, it's a true admissions decision. It's already taken into accountability, or they've kind of taken that into a consideration for your admissions decision that you got a D+ or you dropped a course second semester. So keep busy on that. Don't delay or ignore any email from university, as I mentioned. Early admissions or early decision students, if you did that, you are learning those decisions now, or you probably already have. If you were admitted, make sure you communicate with all the other universities that you are going to that one early decision school that you committed to. Hopefully the financial aid package came together nicely for you in the ED schools. Don't panic. Focus on the colleges who are saying yes. Don't focus on the knucklehead colleges that are saying no. Focus on the ones that are saying yes and keep the faith that things are going to work out for you, but don't start panicking. It doesn't make any sense. You should know all of your university decisions by the end of March for most universities, private, UC, and Cal State. Part 2 for university admissions, mid-year reports. Now, the common application schools are going to have mid-year reports that Mrs. Duenas and I are going to be completing for those schools, so don't panic. You do not need to send us an email reminder saying, hey, my college is asking for my first semester grades. We know that. We are going to be doing your mid-year reports via Common App. It's going to be done electronically. We're going to start those the week of January 18th. So don't panic. It's not late. It's just, it takes our school a while to get everything processed, transcripts correct, and so on. And keep in mind, there's many high schools that are still in their first semester until the end of January, so you're okay. So we'll get those mid-year reports filled out starting the week of January 18th. You don't have to send transcripts to UCs or Cal States or any other schools unless they really have sent you a specific email requesting you to send a transcript to them with your 7th semester transcript or grades on it. So don't worry about the UCs and Cal States. The mid-year report will include us sending a transcript with your first semester grades.
Okay, and then for those of you that are applying to the community college, now is the time that we're going to get that ball rolling. So if you are applying to any of the community colleges, just make sure that you're looking into the programs there. This would be the time to start doing your research. We have a really great partnership with Mount SAC. So for those of you who plan to attend Mount SAC in the fall of 2021, please participate in this Connect 4 workshop that they hook up with us to do. So Miss Rochelle Romero, she's our Career Center Specialist, and she is a huge resource for you guys. She is mainly the one who facilitates a lot of those workshops with Mount SAC and is in constant communication with the representative or liaison from Mount SAC. If you go to our webpage for class of 2021, you can see the different Connect 4 workshops that are available to you. I think they're also on the Career Center webpage on dbhs.org. But there's a couple different options for you to attend those workshops. One, I think, is during tutorial time. There's one in the evening if you'd prefer for mom or dad or a parent or guardian to be there with you to kind of sit through and go over the workshop with you. There's a few options for you with those workshops. But the big thing with Mount SAC Connect 4, if you go through all those steps with the representative, you'll get priority registration as a fall freshman student, and that's a big deal at Mount SAC. So a really, really great program that our students should absolutely take advantage of if they plan to attend Mount SAC in the fall. But if you are planning to attend another community college, fantastic, especially in our small little pocket. We happen to be surrounded by like 5 great community colleges. And so if Mount SAC is not your gig, that's not where you plan to attend, great. You know, we want to encourage you to attend any of the schools that you feel are a good fit for you. But being that we have this access with Mount SAC, we see the calendar and the way that it's laid out as far as sending in your application, getting your placement stuff figured out, registration. We suggest that you follow that same template. So go online, look at the different dates that we have set up with Mount SAC, and try and follow that with whichever school you're applying to, whether it's Chaffey College, Rio Hondo, any of those schools. Try and follow the timeline that we've got going with Mount SAC, because it'll be pretty true for any of the local community colleges. Let's see. Yeah, and then taking advantage of any of those summer programs. A lot of the community colleges, like for example, Mount SAC, have that summer bridge program. If you're able to get into that, it's kind of a nice bridge, really. They're trying to hook up, you know, students coming into the college for the first time. They get you resources on campus, books, get you familiar with the campus. And there are some first-time freshman perks too for the community colleges. So just doing your research and starting to look into that stuff. You can email or communicate with Mr. Patterson and I about that. Again, Ms. Romero, she's a great resource if you guys wanted to reach out to her about those things as well.
And I would suggest too, Stephanie, kids, some of you might have some universities in line and you're waiting for decisions and whatnot, but you still might be going into this 50-50 that, you know, I might look at community college first. It's such a bargain. It's such a great option for all of our students, from the 4.0 to the 2.0, it doesn't matter. It's a great option, and the classes are outstanding. So you might have it as a backup to your university option. You might want to get this process started now, because if you don't make the decision to go community college until May, you're missing out on some timelines.
Yes, correct.
Financial aid scholarships, guys, you know about this. Free application for federal student aid, the FAFSA. It opened up October 1st. The deadline is March 2nd. That should already be done. In our opinion, it should be already filled out and already sent away. Don't assume you're not going to qualify for any financial assistance. Apply. If you're looking at a university, a community college, trade school, still apply. Apply. All they can say is no, but you never know what kind of program the institution might have that you qualify for, but they need information on the FAFSA. So please make sure you have done the FAFSA. See the financial aid information on our class of 2021 webpage. It's been in the senior bulletins. Check it out. Guys, it's a quick little 12-minute, I timed it. Oh, 14-minute, Jiminy Cricket. Mrs. Duenas, she talks so much. You know it's me, I'm so sorry. Guys, keep a positive outlook. Semester 2, you know, it is what it is. Control what we can control. We have to follow what the scientists are saying with this pandemic and staying safe and whatnot. We can look all the negative stuff, but you know what? We got to look at the positives and the things that we still can control. Your effort and so on and so forth, your positive outlook, how you react to these things, you can control that. So let's stay positive and look at those aspects. We will give you more information on our return to campus as soon as we get it. Dr. Jones will provide it to you. The Walnut Valley Unified School District will provide it to you as soon as they know. Trust me, no one's holding anything back. As soon as we know, we're going to let you know. Athletics is pending. Stay tuned. Listen to your coaches. Listen to Mr. Lim, the athletic director, performing arts, all those things. Listen to your directors. We're here for you guys. As simple as that. We can't stress that enough. We're an email away. Mrs. Duenas and I check our email daily, hourly. We're always checking our emails. Google Chat, we're on Google Chat 1:30 to 2:30, Monday through Thursdays. Go to the Google icon, that little waffle thing, the dots, and then go to the chat icon. You can talk with us like an email message, or you can do a video chat with us if you want to see our mugs. And utilize your daily tutorial period with your teachers. Stay focused. As I've mentioned, and Mrs. Duenas for 4 years now, control what you can control. Class of 2021, you're the best class on campus. You're the best class off campus. You're the darn best class, right, Mrs. Duenas?
Absolutely.
We love you guys. We miss seeing you. Let's hope for the best. Be safe.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.